Hey guys, sorry I got bounced off again. I don't know why. Technical problems. I'm gonna have to figure this thing out one way or the other. But anyway, I'm back. As I was talking a couple minutes ago for you guys that may just be jumping on now, we're talking about some of the things we've studied. We talked about analysis paralysis, a deer in the headlights, where people want to make changes but they don't know how to do it. So that was one of the things we talked about. We talked about a support system where people want to change their life, but a lot of times we don't have the support system to keep us going. Hi, Ann, how are you? You finally got on the live feed. Great to have you on. Thanks for all your comments. I appreciate it. So we need a support system when we get stuck. No matter what we do in life, we always have to have a support system. When we have a family, it's a support system. When we have, I go to the gym with my brother, or you have a training partner, it's a support system. When you're in business with you need a support system. You need something to keep you going. Why? Because sometimes it can be frustrating when you're trying to make changes and not everybody's going your way. So we talked about a support system, and that's what I do. That's my goal. That's why I created this page. That's why I'm on this mission to change people's lives, to help them get healthy, to help have them have a healthy mind. Because I really think that most people go to their grave with permanent potential. They don't live to their full potential. Why? Because they don't feel good. And when you don't feel good, you can't accomplish your goals. But a lot of times they want to feel good. The only thing is they need the support system. And that's what we're here to do. We don't have all the answers. We can't do it for you. I can't motivate people. You got to be self-motivated. But if you have the desire, you're teachable, and you're willing to work and make some changes in your life, we're willing to help you. So that's what the support system does. And if you guys that are new or you haven't gotten on my messenger, click on my messenger so you can receive some information through my messenger bot when we have some information coming out. Karen, good. You already, I'm so proud of you. You made that commitment. You said you were going to do it. I'm proud of you. Just stick to it, and great things are going to happen for you. So, Karen, I really appreciate you getting on. The other thing is we just excuses. People have one excuse after another, after another, after another. Listen, all you need is one excuse because the other ones don't matter. So you can either get excuses or you can get results. But here's what I know. The reason why you want to change your life is because the reason why has to be bigger than the excuses. There's so many things that we have to find, and it's got to be an inner reason. Maybe you're getting old and you want to see your kids grow up from, in high school or go to college, or maybe your grandchildren, or you want to see your kids get married, or maybe you want to travel the world, and you've been working your whole life, and now comes what they call the golden years, but most people don't feel good enough to enjoy the golden years. So you got to get rid of the excuses, because the excuses have gotten you where you are today. And the same excuses aren't going to get you where you want to be. And I'm not just talking about your health and your mindset. No matter what you want to do in life, you have to get rid of the excuses. We all have them. We all make them. I make them. But you got to try to overcome them. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I don't have the discipline. I can't make the commitment. I don't have the willpower. You got to stop telling yourself that. Get rid of the excuses and start replacing it with things that you can do. You can make the changes. You can make the commitment. You can change all those things. You can change a bad habit into a good habit. So we talked about that. Self-sabotage. We start doing good and then we just give up on ourselves. We talked about that. So now, like I said, you have any questions, put them in the feed. I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. And if I can't get you the answers, I will get them. So tonight, what I want to talk about is commitment. You have to make a commitment. And not only do you have to make the commitment, but you have to make a commitment to the commitment. So what do I mean by that? You can commit to something, but commit to that commitment. Say, look, I'm committing to this, and I'm making a commitment in my mind, and I'm going to make it to others that I'm going to achieve my goals, change my lifestyle, live a healthier lifestyle, maybe, go for a walk every day, do better, just feel better, read more positive stuff, stop watching CNN, constant negative news, whatever it is, you just got to decide to make those changes. So we're going to talk about that. Now, you got to create successful habits. That's step one. All right, and you say, well, I don't know how to create a habit. Yeah, you do, because you've created bad habits. Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Teresa, good to see you. Thank you for jumping on. So you do know how to create a habit. The only problem is we've created bad habits. So for example, if you're not eating healthy every single night, that's a habit. You eat junk food before you go to bed. That's a habit. You watch the news before you go to bed every night. That's a habit. You know, we do things so often. Listen, I bet you brush your teeth with using the same hand all the time. That's a habit. I bet you put on one sock, either your left sock or your right sock first every single time. That's a habit. You probably tie one shoe, your left shoe before your right shoe, or vice versa. You don't even realize it. Why? It's a habit. And guess how we create those habits? By doing them over and over and over and over again until you don't even realize you're doing it. So if there's changes that you have to make in your life, for example, let's say you don't drink enough water. You say, well, that's a bad habit. I don't drink enough water. Exactly. That's a habit, not drinking enough water. How do you replace the bad habit of not drinking enough water? By drinking water. By making a habit to start drinking water every day. Diane, great to have you on. Jen, great to have you on. So those are the things that you have to focus on. You look at some of the bad habits that have gotten you to where you are today, and here's what you do. Decide you're not going to do them anymore. And here's what I know. You're not going to change every habit overnight, but if you really work at it, if you really stay focused, over time, if you make small changes often. See, most people never achieve their New Year's resolutions, never achieve their goals they want to achieve. Why? Because they try to make so many changes all at once. They get frustrated, and they quit. They say, well, I guess it's just not for me. I guess I just wasn't born to be healthy. Beauty is only skin deep. And I understand that. It's only skin deep. But listen, you got to be healthy. So get rid of those things. Get rid of that thinking. I'm telling you right now, you are smart enough. You are strong enough. You are powerful enough. You can create these habits. Why? Because you created the bad habits. Nobody created them for you. So it's what you believe. Life and death is in the tongue. It's what you say every day. So if you decide every single day, I'm going to start making changes in my life, start creating bad habits, good habits, and changing bad habits, you're going to achieve your goals. I can promise you. I can promise you. People say, Roland, how can you be going to the gym for 30-something years? Simple. It's a habit. Right? And maybe you guys don't go to the gym. Let's just use like everyday ones. Like I said, you brush your teeth every day. Habit. There's so many things that are just habits that you do every day. We don't even realize it. So here's what I want you to do. Starting tomorrow, I want you to starting tonight, I want you to start right now. Start thinking of habits that you have that you say, you know something? I got to change these habits. This is one thing I'm going to change tomorrow. I don't drink enough water. First thing you can do is get up in the morning, drink a large glass of water. Start doing it every single day. Before you know it, your bad habit's going to be replaced by a good habit. My wife Julie used to drink at minimum 12 cans of Diet Pepsi every single day. Bad habit. Every single day. Now, did she start by drinking 12 cans every day? No, it started with one. And then that became 2, and that became 3. So the bad habit kept accumulating. Before you know it, she was drinking minimum 12 a day. Right? So then she started not drinking them. So guess what she started doing? She started, okay, I'm just going to drink 11 a day. I'm going to knock off 1 a day. So she started drinking, it went down to 11, and then 10, and then 9, and then 8. And guess what? It's been almost a year now, and Julie doesn't drink any more diet soda. She replaced it with water. Why? Because she replaced the bad habit with the good habit. And I'm telling you guys, you can all get it done. And that's what we're here to help you do. Just change your habits. So that's step 1 when it comes to making a commitment. So I want you guys to make a commitment. Say, I am going to make a commitment to change one thing tomorrow to get me to live a healthier lifestyle, to have a positive mindset, no matter what it is. Thank you. Matter of fact, I'm going to drink some water right now. Thank you, Julie. All right. Next thing you do is be accountable to somebody. See, a lot of times, if we don't tell somebody we're going to do something, we never get it done. We never get it done because guess what? We only have to answer it to ourselves. So we have nobody to check up with us. But if you get an accountability partner, that's why sometimes when you want to change your lifestyle, maybe you want to start going for a walk every day. Maybe you want to start eating better. Maybe there's certain things you want to start doing. Maybe, you want to start working on more of a positive attitude type thing. You just get an accountability partner. Because guess what? Now they can hold you accountable and they're not going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what you need to know. I have some. I got my buddy Dave was on here just a minute ago. We talk a couple times a week. I got my friend Ruben West, my best friend. We're always passing personal development or motivational stuff or educational stuff back and forth. We share it. We hold each other accountable because we want each other to accomplish whatever we can in life. So you have to get an accountability partner. And sometimes it's better if it's not a friend or family member or a family member, because they'll just let you slide by. And sometimes they won't support you. They're going to try to sabotage your success. Because see, once they see you doing it, that takes away their excuse. And here's what I want you to know. Most people want you to get ahead in life as long as you don't get ahead of them. Let me say that again. Most people want you to get ahead in life as long as you don't get ahead of them, because once you get ahead of them, guess what? Now their excuse is gone. You just raised the bar. Their excuse of not being able to do it is gone, because guess what? Somebody just like them had done it. So here's what I want you to do. Get an accountability partner. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. I'm so committed to doing this. I've been involved in the wellness and mindset industry, the wellness part, my whole life since I played sports. And then mindset, I used to have such a negative mindset, negative attitude, because I worked in a prison. And everything was negative. And so many things around us are negative that it's hard for us to have a positive mindset, because we always look at the negative stuff. We always focus on what we don't have. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have this. Listen, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what we do have, because we've all been given a mind. We've all been given the ability to think for our own. We've all been given the ability to be determined to succeed. We've all been given the ability to make a commitment. We've been given all those things, and we're given the support. There's people out there. Listen, people that are on this tonight aren't here by mistake. You didn't just get on here by mistake. You know, some of you on here, I firmly believe that God gives us people in our lives for us to help and for us to help us. We call it a divine assignment. So some of you are on here tonight. Maybe you're looking for help. Maybe I'm the one that can help you. Maybe I can't. I don't know. I'm just here to make a difference in one person's life. So my friend Dr. Ruben West and I talk all the time. We always say, let's just do it for the one. Let's just make a difference for one person. So maybe it'll be one of you guys. Now, here's what you're going to do. Focus on smaller victories. Focus on the smaller victories. See, sometimes, let's say, I'm just going to use weight loss for an example. Sometimes people need to lose weight. And they might have to lose, I don't know, let's say 50 pounds or 100 pounds. It doesn't matter. And they're not losing it fast enough. So what do? They give up. Because they're only focused on the big goal. They're not focused on the small goal. So what you got to do is celebrate small successes. Listen, if let's say you're doing it for weight, I mean, this can be all kind of different stuff. Drinking water, you're not going to drink half your body weight in ounces tomorrow if you haven't been doing it. But over time, just because you don't do it tomorrow doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you can't do it tomorrow. And you might not be able to do it the next day. Why? Because it's going to take time to develop the new habits. So what you're going to do is make small victories. I remember when I was trying to go for the state police, and I knew we were going to have to run. You know, my brother Roger, who I trained with for years, we'd go to the gym together, and then we'd have to go run. But see, we would run 3 or 4 miles or whatever it was. I never looked at the 4 miles. I ran from pole to pole, from one telephone pole to the other. I would say, okay, I got to get to the next pole, and then I got to get to the next pole, and then I got to get to the next pole. And before you know it, we ran the miles. But I didn't run 4 miles. I ran pole to pole to pole to pole. And that's what I'm telling you. You're not going to lose all the weight. You're not going to make all the changes that you want right away. But if you do it long enough and make the small changes, just one small victory every single day, if you get 1% better every single day, at the end of the year, you're 365% better. You're a different person. But it starts with a commitment. It starts with self-discipline. It starts with making changes. It starts with saying, I've had it. I'm not going to put up with this any longer. You know, so Thomas, hey, Tom Hibbett, good to see you. Jeff, how are you? Becca, great to see you. Michelle Bourgeois, how are you? A long time. I see you once in a while, but now that I'm not in Massachusetts anymore, not too often. But so those are some of the things that we have to talk about. You got to keep going when you feel like giving up. You know, here's what people do. Here's what people that succeed do. What the commitment do. They believe in themselves. And here's what I'm telling you. We have a whole community of people that are looking to make changes. We got a whole community of people that are looking to change their lifestyle, because if you have your health, you can do so many different things. But that's what successful people do. They fail and they keep going. They don't look as failure as a way to stop. They just look as an obstacle to success. Sometimes it's to see if you want it bad enough. You know, so what? You change you know, you didn't drink the water you're supposed to drink today, or maybe you're trying to quit smoking and you end up smoking and you're like, oh no, why did I do that? No problem. Listen, no problem. I'm telling you, we're not here to, you know, you're not here to get scolded. You're not here to get punished, to get beat up, to tell you you're a failure. There's enough of that junk going on in the world. People telling each other they're no good and they're not good enough to succeed. I'm here to tell you you are good enough to succeed. So that's one of the things you got to do. You got to be determined. You got to keep going no matter what. Just keep going and you can be a little bit better. But you know how you keep going? Think of the reason why you want to make changes in your life. Think of the reason why you want to stop listening to that negative junk, CNN, constant negative news. You know something? There's so many good things in the world, but you just have to go look for it because some people are overshadowed by the bad stuff. So that's how you get a healthy mindset, is by focusing on it. You got to put the good stuff in because there's so many bad things that are getting put in. I work on myself every single day. I'm addicted to personal development because I know how easy it is to fall off. And listen, I get negative. You know, there's things that I get negative about and I get frustrated about, and sometimes I feel like quitting. But you know something? Quitting's not going to get me where I want to go. I have so many dreams and so many goals. And you guys have dreams and goals, no matter what they are. But, you know, over time we get beat up and we get discouraged because we think it's not for us. We think that maybe we're just here to struggle and just get by. You know, it's so sad that somebody said that most people die at 25 and they bury them at 65. You know, and I think that's a sad thing because God put us here on this planet to make a difference. He put us here, but he's going to leave some of it to us. Could he do it all? Sure, he could do it all. You know, I've always believed that, listen, if God wanted to put the bridges over the ocean for us to drive our cars over, he could have done it. But you know what he did? He gave people the ability to do it to see if they were going to use it. And I'm telling you that you guys have that stuff. You have it. You just got to be hungry for it. You're going to be hungry enough to keep going. You're going to be hungry enough to believe in yourself. You're going to have an inner resolve, meaning I'm not going to quit. I'm going to do it no matter what. You're either going to find me at the top of the, waving from the top of the mountain or dead on the side, because I'm never going back to the way I was before. I'm never going back to that negative attitude. I'm never going back to those negative people. I'm never going back to eating the junk I ate before and feeling like junk like I did before. I've had it. You got to have that inner resolve, because listen, if you're waiting for somebody to come motivate you, what if they don't show up? What if they don't show up? So you just have to look at yourself and say, you got to look at your thoughts and your beliefs and say, what do I believe? Do I believe that I can succeed? Do I believe, do I have what it takes to make a difference in my life and the lives of others? And I think you got to do it. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for the people that are in your life. Do it for the people that you want to make a difference for, you want to be around for. People are counting on you. See, you know why I stay healthy? For as healthy as I can? Because I want to be around for my wife. I want to be around for my daughter. I want to be around for my grandchildren. I want to be able to do all these things for my mom, my dad. I want to be able to help other people like you that are on this tonight. You know, I want to be around to do that. But if I don't feel good, how can I help you guys? And if you don't feel good, how can you help somebody else? So listen, let's just wrap this up real quick. Tonight's on commitment. I get excited. I love what I do. I'm not going to apologize for it because I know there's somebody out there that I can change. Somebody's life that I can't change them, but they can change themselves. Why? Because one thing resonates with them. So that's why I'm excited and I love what I do. So, you know, I want to thank you guys for getting on here. I encourage you to join my Manny page or at The Real Coach Ro on Facebook. Join my messenger. You'll always get stuff when we have new things coming up, and you know, maybe it'll just hit you at the right moment. So listen, here's what we're gonna do. The 4 things to commitment. And I want you guys to write these down and start working on them. All right, number 1 is create successful habits. And you can start that tonight. Maybe read one positive thing before you go to bed. Maybe not watch the news before you go to bed. You don't have to know you don't have to know the bad news before you go to bed. Guess why? The first person you bump into tomorrow is going to tell you all about the constant negative news. So just read a good book. You know, think of the things you're grateful for. Maybe study a quote. You know, do something. You know, listen to some great positive music. Just do something. Make a commitment to start doing that, and then do it again tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow morning you're going to get up, you're going to start drinking water because you haven't been drinking it. You've been drinking soda. Maybe you're going to cut back if you're smoking cigarettes. I make a commitment that I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes. I'm going to cut back one at a time. Before you know it, you won't be smoking them anymore. All right, next thing you got to do is you got to find an accountability partner. You know, we're willing to help you. You know, you want to tell me what your goals are and what you're committed to? I'll try to help you stick to them. But I can't do it for you. You know, you got to have the desire, you got to be teachable, you got to be willing to work, and you got to be honest with me and yourself. Because if you're lying to me, you're only lying to yourself. So find an accountability partner, someone that's going to believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself that you can do it. So you got to do that. Next thing you got to do is you got to focus on the small victories. All right, focus on the small victories. If you did something that you haven't done, you know, like I said tonight, you didn't watch the news. Guess what? Victory. That's a win for you guys. Tomorrow morning, if you have a glass of water when you get up in the morning, that's a win for you guys. So just look at those things and don't look at the long term. It's all right to have a long-term goal, but what you got to do is focus on the small ones, and then you'll end up getting the long ones. Just remember this: small changes over a period of time will guarantee you great results. And then, you know, develop an insatiable hunger to succeed. You got to be hungry. You know, one of my mentors, Les Brown, says you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry. You got to want it so bad. Whatever it is in life, you know, whatever you want to achieve in life, you just got to want it more than the excuse is going to keep you from getting. Don't let the excuses stop you. Keep going. But, you know, believe in yourself. Have that inner resolve that you're never going to quit. You know, and then have those positive images in your head. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself healthy? Do you see yourself getting up earlier in the morning? Do you see yourself drinking the water? Do you see yourself losing the weight you want to lose? Do you see yourself running around with your kids and your grandkids and going to their weddings and all that stuff? Do you see that? But see, you have to believe it for yourself. You have to believe it so much and burn that it's gonna just wear on you if you don't do it what you believe you can do. So listen, I appreciate all you guys being on here tonight. Be on, like I said, join my The Real Coach Row page. Join my messenger. We're here to help you succeed. If that's something you want to do, you know, you can send me a direct message and we'll see what we can do to help you guys. I can't do it for you. I'll do it with you, but I can promise you I'm not going anywhere, because until I leave this earth, I'm going to help as many people as I can help. Why? Because I think that's what I'm here to do. That's not what I think. That's what I know I'm here to do. I'm gonna bring a message of change, of health, and happiness to people around the world, because I think we need that. So I want to thank everybody for being on here. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you guys. Listen, do something nice for somebody. Smile at somebody. They'll smile back. It could change their entire life. I appreciate you. Watch for us soon. Tomorrow, make it the best day you've ever had. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being on here tonight.